G'day Pickleball family. First thing to know, as shared on fox59.com, for sale, Pickleball rocks to sell inventory as part of forced bankruptcy liquidation. Are you in the market for a new pickleball paddle or maybe thousands of them? If so, you're in luck. Starting yesterday, Christie's of Indiana is running an online auction of the entire inventory of the now defunct business Pickleball rocks. I think this is going to be a good auction. I just think it's such a hot ticket right now, said Jack Christie Jr., owner of the Indiana auction house. Pickleball is just really hot. Spread out over 7,000 square feet of storage space at Christie's is all manner of pickleball gear, hats, shirts, balls, nets, promotional magnets, and license plate frames, plus a whole lot of paddles. The carbon fiber paddles number 3,200. Most are bundled in lots of 4. We're trying to get our lots down to where somebody that's an end user or somebody that plays pickleball would be able to buy it, explained Christie. It's hoped that keeping the lots small will generate more money because the proceeds go to people victimised in a wide-reaching pickleball investment scam. For years, Rodney Grubbs travelled the country visiting pickleball tournaments. At these events, he would sell his game equipment and coax players to invest in his pickleball business and some real estate deals. Grubbs was a convincing salesman, closing on hundreds of promissory notes, commonly offering investment returns of 12% or more annually. But as these notes with ballooning interest piled up over the years, increasingly frustrated investors sought a way to stop Grubbs and recover at least some of their money. In February, a group of investors successfully convinced a federal judge to force Grubbs into bankruptcy. That required Grubbs to produce a list of his investors and how much he owed them. The total debt is roughly $47 million. The attorney representing over 300 investors, Matthew Foster, said he's been poring over Grubbs' bank records and other disclosures, hoping to find a large cache of hidden money. But the effort has come up empty. It looks like Grubbs may have well spent everything. I'm not confident that we'll find a pot of gold here, lamented Foster. It appears Grubbs was churning new investments to pay off older investments. Foster says recent records indicate Grubbs paid hundreds of thousands to people he owed money. The remaining assets include the pickleball business and some property in Ohio, Indiana, and Kentucky. Foster notes the bankruptcy trustee continues to look for other possible hidden assets, but he's not optimistic. My sense is that they've pretty much identified all they think they can liquidate, said Foster, who projects the sale of assets will only produce about $2 million to compensate Grubbs' investors. For those creditors, it could mean they'll see as little as 3 to 5% recovery of the money they are owed. Thanks ever so much for making it this far into the update. Please be sure to hit subscribe and like, comment, and rate on the platform you're watching or listening to it on, so this and future episodes can be found by and shared with other fellow pickleballers. Second thing to know, as shared on thedinkpickleball.com, more theft and vandalism leads to a potential long-term solution for one San Francisco community. San Francisco's pickleball and tennis communities have long been at odds, with incidents of vandalism and heated confrontations marking their shared use of courts. However, a new proposal aims to foster peaceful coexistence by keeping the courts separate. We will not go on the tennis courts and they will not go on the pickleball courts, and we will all say hi as we pass each other, said Mary Hickey, a USA pickleball ambassador, in an interview with the San Francisco Chronicle. Hickey, known for her dedication to promoting pickleball through free clinics at the Presidio Wall every Tuesday, was among the passionate advocates who addressed the Recreation and Parks Commission meeting last Thursday. The crux of their proposal: separate side-by-side courts for tennis and pickleball at Stern Grove. This idea aims to prevent disputes over court usage, as each sport requires different setups and nets, with pickleball players often bringing their own equipment. The proposed plan includes 4 permanent pickleball courts adjacent to a single tennis court, challenging Rec and Park's current plan for dual-purpose courts marked for both sports. Phil Ginsberg, Rec and Park's general manager, acknowledged the thoughtfulness of the proposal despite typically not responding to public comments. We normally don't respond to public comment, but I did want to acknowledge the good faith creative idea about using space to resolve user conflicts, which has been a big challenge with these sports that compete for the same court time, Ginsberg said. While Ginsberg noted that the current plan for shed courts might be difficult to change due to existing contracts, he encouraged collaboration between pickleball players and Recs and Parks Tennis and Pickleball Working Group. However, he also observed problematic behaviour from both sides. Prior to a water main rupture in August 2021, which caused $20 million in damages and closed Stern Grove's facilities for repairs, tennis and pickleball players shared the courts. The courts are set to reopen with the hybrid model, which Hickey and others criticised for leading to costly replacements of rolling nets due to vandalism and altercations. During the commission meeting, pickleball enthusiasts presented a detailed PowerPoint outlining their separate court plan, citing multiple incidents of hostility over the past 17 months. This included thefts of 6 pickleball nets from Rossi Park and vandals slashing a net at Rossi pickleball courts on Monday, the same day the thefts occurred. Vandals also cut nets in half at Moscone Recreation Centre and threw nets over the fence at Buena Vista Park. Peter Mueller, a pickleball community advocate, expressed frustration over these incidents. If you go to a place one day and return the next day and the nets are slashed, it's reasonable to assume they were vandalised, Mueller said. A particularly intense incident on July 4 at Rossi Park involved tennis players aggressively moving their nets onto a court during a pickleball game, escalating to a shouting and a physical altercation. Despite these challenges, there is a common ground, the desire for permanent delineated courts. The common desire for the pickleball and tennis communities are dedicated line courts, said Lillian Murphy, another USA Pickleball ambassador. Tension is eliminated, all-day play is accessible, clear boundaries are set for recreational play. Murphy acknowledged the additional costs and challenges the proposed revision might pose for rec and parks, suggesting partnership funding from the pickleball community as a solution. While the fate of the proposal remains uncertain, Mueller felt encouraged by Ginsberg's recognition of their efforts, even if the plan doesn't move forward exactly as hoped. Third thing to know, as shared on duper.com, Major League Pickleball, or MLP, and Duper partner to launch MLP's amateur events under Minor League Pickleball brand and format. MLP and Duper, Dynamic Universal Pickleball Rating, today announced a partnership to launch MLP's schedule of amateur events, which will operate alongside several 2024 MLP events, starting with MLP Virginia Beach in September, under Minor League Pickleball, or MILP, branding, format, event management, and operations. This partnership between MLP and Duper is an incredibly valuable component of the MILP at MLP amateur events launch, said MLP CEO Bruce Popko. We can't think of a better way to bring Major League Pickleball's thrilling co-ed team format to amateur players who will be able to play alongside MLP's exhilarating and fan-friendly pro events. Duper, MLP and MILP are joining forces to deliver the best pickleball experiences for players of all levels, said Duper CEO Tito Machado. MLP's professional events are known for their electric atmosphere for players and fans, and now we're excited to offer amateur players across the country the once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to compete like pros in their regions and advance towards a national championship. These events will give registered amateurs the opportunity to play in events alongside MLP's professional teams and players, supporting new exciting pathways for players to compete and showcasing the connectivity within the broader pickleball community. Duper preferred event directors will run the MILP at MLP tournaments, providing the best amateur pickleball experience under the co-ed team format, where mixed teams of 4 players, 2 women and 2 men, are broken into divisions based on their combined Duper rating to compete against each other in 4 games played to 21 points, 2 gendered and 2 mixed. Winners will earn a dream ticket and automatically qualify for the 2024 Minor League Pickleball National Championship, which will feature $50,000 in prize money across 6 divisions: Duper 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, and 22, and be held at the Missouri Pickleball Club in Fenton, Missouri, December 13 through 15. Fourth thing to know, as shared on MajorLeaguePickleball.net, trade alert: Carolina Columbus and Utah Columbus ahead of this week's upcoming MLP Utah Salt Lake City event starting Thursday, July 25. Please note the following trades, which are now official. Carolina Pickleball team has acquired Brooke Buckner from the Columbus Sliders in exchange for Andrea Coop. Additionally, the Utah Black Diamonds have acquired Connor Garnett from Columbus in exchange for Jay DeVilliers. Paddles up.